Good morning. Welcome to another scary edition of Aunt Angel putting on her makeup with eyes that can hardly see. How you doing? I'm having a heck of a morning, and so I thought I would make a video about it and share my awkwardness and my unpolishedness because I think it's important that we remember that we are worthy of love even when we don't look our best, even when we don't feel our best. And even if our outside world isn't reflecting what we would like to see in our inside world as much as we would like, you could probably gather that's the state that I am in this morning. And actually, it's a fairly common state. I've learned through these years that it's just mostly a bad habit that I've gotten into early in life. And, it's funny how we think we know everything, right, when we're younger, and then later we have to sort of unlearn so much. That's a common theme, I think. I'm not alone in that. You're not alone in that if you're doing that. You're also not alone in putting on some imperfect makeup if you're doing that for whatever reason. I have a gig later today, and I should be trying to do a better job, but as you can tell by holding my arm, it's just going to be what it's going to be. I wanted to make a few videos, and I thought I could do better than this. That's pretty kind of scary, so I'm not going to, not going to go too far, don't worry. But let's see if we can do a little magic in a short time. I should make a disclaimer and remind you that this is not the way to do it if you're wanting to do a great job. This is a thing that I probably would have shamed myself. My younger self probably would have shamed my older self. And my current self would tell my younger self, you don't know. You're not going to be able to see. You're not going to be able to hold your hand straight. Your skin is going to get all wrinkly and stuff. And I did know that. When I was younger, I didn't want to live to be old because I thought that sounded terrible. And I wasn't wrong. There's things about it that are terrible. But I'm still glad to be here. Don't get me wrong. I am resisting the constant drum from civilization lately, or whatever the hell it's being called, to opt out of life. And instead, I am opting in because life is amazing. Life is awesome. And yeah, I'm going to keep doing my best to enjoy it. Look, that's better already. I know it's not great. Here's the thing. When I was younger, I've said this already, but I'm going to say it again because I am recording another rough ride makeup session. Is that what we could call it? That was a name that I gave one of my CDs that I self-produced, Rough Ride. Clearly, it's a theme in my life. Yeah, when I was younger, I still didn't have perfect makeup. Never have. That's what I meant. Not still. And I used to, though, look at older ladies with what I got going on now, all kinds of crookedness and imperfection even more, and think, girl, woman, why don't you put it on straight? Why don't you take just a little more time? How could you stand to have your lipstick crooked or your eyeliner crooked? And now I know, well, the reasons I mentioned. For one, I can't see very good. Even so, these oh, I can't grab things very well either. These are my magnified sunglasses, and I can see better with those. And where I'm looking over here is a magnified mirror, and it helps. But everything's different when your eyesight starts to go, and mine started going in my mid-40s. And I'm grateful that it's not worse, but it definitely has taken some getting used to, and I don't know that I'm used to it. The first few years, I was like, dang, this is like being drunk all the time. I don't know why everybody acted like it was so dangerous to drink and drive, and don't take that the wrong way. It is dangerous to drink and drive. It's also dangerous to get old. That's all I'm saying. Older. I don't like to call myself old. My mom is 24 years older than me. She's 76 this year. And she calls herself old a lot lately, and it kind of gets to me. I'm like, stop it. That's not an excuse for everything, right? It is a reason for some things. All right. The point of all this is just to look a little bit better, not to get perfect, to look, as one friend of mine said a while back after I had not worn makeup for like 5 years, and then I wore makeup again, and he saw me and he said, "Oh, you look like you're trying again," which is as close to a compliment as he was going to give me that day. And trying to remember if I brushed my teeth. Yep, I did. I like to brush my teeth before I put on lipstick because for probably obvious reasons. This isn't lipstick. This is lip ink. And it used to be it was too dark for me. But now that my eyesight is less potent, the lipstick is less potent. See how that works? Life is pretty entertaining and pretty amazing. Even the sucky parts are amazing, I gotta say. Even like this part of, not being able to see well or ink up my lips perfectly is awesome. And that's why I wanted to share a little bit, is because I like to remind you, you don't have to be perfect. Nobody's perfect. You're going to have good days and bad days. Sometimes you're going to look good. Sometimes you're not. Through your life, you're just never going to get any younger. That's a bitch, isn't it? Some days you might feel younger and older, though. That's the truth. It's not, as they say, age is just a number, but it does only move in one direction. And, yeah, I think might as well try, right? Don't try too hard. I get accused of trying too hard a lot, and I know that's not a false accusation. I do try too hard. It's not good for anybody. But trying a little bit, trying just enough. I'd rather try too hard than not enough, actually, myself. That's why I come in on that side of the error equation. Let's do a little of this. I mentioned in my previous video, I'm working with old makeup that needs replacing, but my budget does not allow for it at the moment. And that's real talk about real life on, I was trying to do a life reel show for a while. Maybe this is an extension of that. These days, I'm just doing whatever I want, apparently, which is probably why I'm having trouble paying my bills. You can help with that. If you subscribe, that helps me a lot. If you check out the description and follow a link to Amazon, that helps me. If you buy something on Amazon after you follow that link, that helps me even more. And, yeah, if you let me know in the comments what I could do to better serve you. I know this is a weird video to say that on because I guess I'm serving in the way of unsolicited advice from Aunt Angel, and trying to remind you to be courageous, be curious, go easy on yourself. Don't be too judgmental. Nothing's perfect, and it goes by really fast. So try not to criticize your elders or anybody else, because here's what I found. When you criticize somebody else, life has a great way of coming back and biting you in the ass with the same thing you were criticizing someone for. So that's just some wisdom from Auntie Angel. You're welcome. Thanks for being you. Thanks for letting me be me. Gotta find my other glasses. Till next time, stay free. Ciao for now.